I know I mentioned probably a few times in this video, and Rick may have, or videos in general, that this car was our first car, but that isn't exactly why. It's also kind of special for me, and part of that is because my father had a 70, I don't know if it was 77, 78, 79, I don't remember the exact year. It was brown with a brown interior before he ended up going to a 75, I believe, a big, huge green and white one. That car, it was my father. I was in the center in the front because I was the youngest, and my mother in the front, and four of my siblings, my sisters and brothers, were in the back seat. That's pretty much how we got everywhere. We drove so many places with that car. I'm pretty sure that's what we took to Florida as kids to go to Disney. And I remember sleeping in a rest stop because at the time, normally we would stop at like motels or something on the way. And my dad just pulled off. He was tired. He pulled off to a rest stop, and we all slept in the car. And you know, there were no seatbelts or whatever worn back then. If my dad had to stop quick, his arm flew out and it would go across my chest. So that was, you know, and I'm sure everybody else remembers that who grew up in that time. That's how your parents did your seatbelt trick, was to throw the arm out and try to stop you before you actually went forward. I'm not saying it's safer, I'm not saying it was, you know, better, but now, I mean, we had, what, 7 people in that car, and now, you know, if you have 7 people, you have an extended out Suburban or some kind of freaking limo type SUV that is tricked out to the nines usually, and it has all kinds of room and 27 seats in it. We didn't have that kind of stuff back then. We were just actually happy to just have a nice car. And so this car means a little bit more than just my first car. So hopefully we'll have this puppy back on the road soon.